Codemotion.
Hello, my name is Jason THEODOR. I'm a creative director from Publicis in Toronto, Canada. And I do a talk called Create More, Better, Different. I'm working on a book where I talk about how you can take the idea of creativity and demystify it, remove the scary aspects. Most people find the idea of creativity slightly intimidating, and they think that they have to already be a genius or be really good or great at something before they're considered creative, or that it has to just be original ideas. And what I like to talk about is the fact that it's more about the application of the ideas. It's not how creative you are now, it's about how you go about being creative. So my talk is about what creativity actually is, and then specifically what is your creative type, but then tools, various tools that you can use to strengthen your creativity. And the purpose of doing that is, say you're like me. I am a dreamer, so that means that I have real strong strength in connecting ideas together and coming up with original and new ideas, but I'm very weak on making those ideas come to action. So that means that I need some momentum and get past procrastination, etc., to make those ideas become a reality. People that are weaker in connection need to learn more things, and I think that this is something where most people think that they already know a trade, or that they've learned a skill, and they think that that's the only place that there is for them, whereas creativity is about applying new ideas and new ways of doing things to old things, or things that already exist. So if you think about the fact that we've moved from the Bronze Age, through to what they're now calling the Age of Information, or what I like to call the Age of Ideas, because really information is just a bunch of ones and zeros. Ideas are what make those ones and zeros actually useful to other people. So when you're thinking about connection and going not just deep on one thing, but going wide or going broad by learning other trades, learning other skills, exposing yourself to other people that have different ways of thinking, that can actually broaden your experience. And when I look around now and I see that it seems that there's a big renaissance happening in technology. 3D printing, for example, is something that fascinates me, but I think that 3D printing in and of itself isn't interesting. What's interesting is how people are going to start to apply 3D printing. How would a chef use a 3D printer? Would the chef be able to create new tools that they wouldn't have been able to create before because they can use 3D printing? Or if you're an auto mechanic, how do you use 3D printing to make it cheaper to create specific parts, maybe for old cars, like Jay Leno does in the United States? So learning a new trade or exposing yourself to something outside of what I call the echo chamber, or your own little space, the world that you inhabit with the one thing or the two things that you know, try to expand that, learn something new, or expose yourself to other people that are in new, have other areas of expertise, and start to cross-pollinate. That's where it gets really, really interesting. So I think that in this time where it's very, very uncertain, and especially with everywhere in the world, the economic uncertainty and people feeling a little worried about their jobs, I think it's exceptionally important to try to expose yourself to newer things, expose yourself to new technology, but also to new ways of thinking and other people that can help you expand and look at things from a new perspective, and hopefully something incredible will come out of that.
Codemotion.